judo side, you guys kind of pieced it together, which is good. All right, you didn't give up in that position. It's not an easy position to get stuck in, and it sucks when someone's on top of you in judo side and they're crushing down on top of you, okay? So if we're here, choosing judo side, it's painful here, okay? They're crushing down on top of you, right? A lot of times they're going for this near side arm to shove it or bend it or whatever, right? Okay, one thing that I saw you were doing in this club is shoving and trap, okay? After we shove and trap, then we're going to use double C-cups in the pit and we're going to rock down, okay? And we can get up off of that, okay? So that's the first option that I want to go over. Okay, so you're stuck in judo side. My goal in judo side is to get double unders. But if you get stuck here, you got one under, one over, use that over, which is this side, to shove that down, okay? So you're shoving it here, I'm gonna walk my legs out, and then swing them up. What I wanna do is, to be mean, I would try to figure four here. Since we're in class, we won't figure four. We're just gonna go to C-cups here, and we're gonna push as we rock up. Okay, now we're in judo side after we rock up. Okay, so that's option one. Option two is the double unders, bridge and roll. Okay, here, good, right? We're here, I'm trying to get double unders, okay? Then I get stuck here, over and under, and this one's not working, right? How do I get double undies? Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna strip away and start pushing it, right? All right? What I want to do now is stick that one down there, okay? That one's kind of a race, right? Because they're going to be trying to drive into me the whole time. So instead of shoving into them, I want to shove straight down so I can get double unders, okay? Once I have double underhooks here, right? I'm gripping with a nice body lock the same way we were doing last week when we were doing the takedown, where we spin them backwards, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to bridge up and try to get her head to hit the mat, and then I'm rolling over to the side. Okay? Obviously, I'm not going to roll her into her own legs. That doesn't make any sense. I'm going to roll her over my body. Okay? So once I'm here, getting nice and tight, and getting my leg close together, I'm going to bridge up, and then roll over. Okay? So those are the two options. The first one, pushing stuff in the head, getting the leg across. Double C-cups in the armpit, and then the second one is double underhooks, right? Bridge up and then bridge over. Okay? Questions? Yes. Yeah. Because they're going to be trying to push off. So yeah, try to get under the chair. Cool, cool, cool. Ready? 3, 2. Amen.
It's not a game, it's a rage thing.
Super cool. All right. Those are two options from judo side. Okay. What I want to go over is just the ghost from side control from wrestling side, because there was a couple of times I was screaming ghost, 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 and no one listened to me on that. And that was mainly one of the only times that people weren't listening. Maybe you didn't remember what a ghost was, right? Who wants to show me what food? Alexandria. To get closer to the camera, I got you fucking hose guys. Okay. Stuff inside. Go here. Yeah, nice. Now, I'm going to do it again, but I want you to build the momentum, so crush it. So he has to build the momentum. So he digs that underhook. Ali's nice and heavy. He's going to use the legs like a pendulum, use the momentum. Boom, and he's out. One thing that's right there off the bat is that Darce Choke. Okay? So you can always hold that Darce as you get up. Okay? Anyone that's not new needs anything on the goes. Can we get straight to it?
Because I've never seen the ghost done before. Is it just you're bumping your hips and then you get an undercut?
So here's showing
Do one here.
So you're in wrestler side. You're gonna bump to get the inside frame as an underhook. Okay? Then you're gonna use that inside frame to punch as your legs go from one side to the other side, forcing yourself out. Okay? That same hand that was framing on the neck is gonna stay there, and you're gonna grab behind his neck so you can cinch up the darts.
Okay.
Okay? You don't have to cinch up a darts. It's really good to just grab like a front headlock, to take the back. Okay? But the darts is an option. Okay? He's out. See how he has that? He can go straight into a Darce Choke as he breaks her down. Okay? Alright, ready? 3, 2.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
Let's go over anaconda and Darce quick. Alright? So if you're down in the front headlock position, right? So boom. We got out and we're like this. Right? I'm in the Darce position immediately. Okay? When I'm going to the Darce, we're just trying to knock him over onto that side shoulder. Okay? So if I'm here, right, I'm just trying to knock him. It's kind of hard just to push them because they have this base right here on that side. So if I start pushing in that direction, this base is going to stop her from going over. What I want to do is chop that base with the far side arm. So from here, I have this bicep, I'm going to chop, boom, and knock her down. When you chop with someone's arms, you chop at the elbow. Okay? You chop at the elbow, bend that arm. Okay? And you drive it into them. So you're here in the Darce position, right? You're going to use that arm to chop in at the elbow and knock them down. What you don't want to do is immediately let them go to the back. If they go to their back, they're almost out. Okay? It's really hard to keep them if they fall straight to the back. So as you're knocking them over, right, so from here, chop. I want to stop her on her side. Okay? With that arm that was chopping, okay, I'm going to catch her back as she falls. Okay? Another thing you can do, if I'm here and I can't get the bicep right away, I'll gable grip. Okay? So the arm is under, right? I'm not going to go to the bicep here, I'm going to go gable grip here. Okay? I'm going to put that forearm on the back of her head, neck, and crunch her over. Okay? So if we're here, grab the neck, I can't get my bicep, I'll go gable grip here, I'm crunching here, and I'm forcing this chin, this nose, to try to touch her belly button. Okay? So I'm forcing her that way. Here, force her down, and turn her. Okay? This one, I don't have a hand to catch her. Okay? So I have to use my head, my chin, to stop her. Okay? So we're here, I roll her down. You see how my head stops her? Right? I'm trying to stop her. Then I can go to my bicep. Okay? Remember, when you're trying to finish the Darce, where does the tricep need to be? Center of your chest. Okay? You need their arm to the center of your chest. Driving, hipping in, chest pressure in. Okay? So if we're here, I'm gonna knock her down. Okay? I am up here right now. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna rotate my body I'm not gonna get up. Okay, I don't want to get up to give her room to get this arm out. I'm just gonna scrape along her body to get that tricep in the middle of my chest. Okay? So we're here. I'm on her face right now. I'm just gonna scrape here. And now it's in the middle of my chest. I can feel. And now this is my stopper. Remember, my far side arm is my stopper. Right? And I'm driving into her neck. Not past her. I'm not driving past her body so she's rolling onto her shoulder blades. I'm driving into that arm, and then I can flex, and she taps immediately. Okay? That's what we want. Because their defense to this is to either roll me over or to go belly down. Who was stuck in that Darce? Was that you stuck in that? No, it was G. G was stuck in that Darce, and he went belly down. He never done it before, he said. He went belly down and got out of it. Okay? He was stuck deep in that Darce Choke. Okay? So one belly down, really good defense. Alright? So that's Darce Choke. Let's just go over the Darce Choke and then we'll move on. Okay? Questions on that? Ready, 3, 2? Alright guys. We're down. Alright, full guard. Everyone did so much better at the tournament on Saturday. Okay? In full guard. You guys are actually utilizing the position. But we can always do better. Right? So what we're going to work on today is you guys are Kimura hunting. So you guys are either rainbowing, right? Coming up, right? Or you were dropping the floor and coming up, right? That didn't work 100% of the time, right? But that's like the only option you guys really knew was to Kimura hunt, okay? Now we're going to work on a couple of things to add to that, right? Yes, there's the push-pull triangle, but that's really hard to pull off, okay? You kind of have to pull that off in like a transition, okay? It's really hard to pull off just from zero, in full guard, okay? So what we're going to work on is 2-on-1, okay? Allie's here, she's trying to break my guard, I'm pulling her hands in, right? I want to go 2-on-1, okay? Once we go 2-on-1, we want to bring it across our body, right? That could set us up for arm bars here, okay? Depending on how hard and how far I can get her arm up, okay? So if I'm here and it's still like mid-chest and she's pulling back, right? And I'm pulling up and I can't get it any further, right? I'm not going to use this. I'd probably shut that down and go up for a triangle, okay? If I can get this past my jawline, this is when I would go for arm bars, okay? Because when I'm here and I'm holding and she's pulling down to try to get that back, I immediately go there, okay? And I can throw that leg across, all right? So that's another option. Then, when we're in this position, a lot of times, when you're throwing this leg over and they get the arm out because you lose it, you usually get tossed off to the side. Okay? So when you're holding that 2-on-1, they can't do that because that same side arm is stuck in your grasp, right? Okay? So here, I'm going to go double wrist immediately, and then I'm going to transfer 2-on-1. Okay? If she grabs, so this is another thing, she tries to grab my wrist to pull off, right? Now we can start wrist locking. Okay? I want to learn that. You want to learn that? So what I'm going to do when she grabs my wrist is I go over her wrist and I bend it back. Okay, so that's another option too. Alright, so when they go 2-on-1 and they grab your wrist, I have to pin it. So I pin it at the joint. Okay, you see how I'm pinning it? So she can't, so it's like bent up a little bit. So when she tries to suck it out, it's harder. It's not like a flat surface, right? So she can't suck it straight down. Alright? She grabs the wrist, I immediately go there. Okay? And that's, well, I'm not just going down, sorry Allie, I'm not just going down, I'm turning it as I go down to manipulate it, okay? So that's, you got ABC now. You have your Kimura hunting. If that shit's not working, go 2-on-1, right? This is my B. If she's just letting me get this past my jawline, the key to this working is the pinch, the knee squeeze. You have to squeeze really freaking hard here, so they don't just run away, because you're opening your guard. And if you're not squeezing, it's just gonna posture out. Okay? So we're here, past my jawline. You see how I bring this bad boy up already? Right? I bring that one up already just to hold her in. Yeah. And it's harder to finish this because it's not as deep. Right? So I will have to hit up and down. Okay? So this one, you have to be quicker, and you have to be really, really tight. Knee squeeze. You have to squeeze the shit out of your knees, okay? You have to get it past your jawline. If you're like all the way up here, and it's touching your ear, you're good to go, because it's real deep, right? This is like gonna get near your crotch. Your elbow is gonna get near your crotch. So it's gonna be easy to finish, okay? If we're on 2-on-1 and she grabs your wrist, because they try to do it to pry that off. I'm gonna like go here, boom. And when I come up, guys, so as I come here, I wanna bend up into this. And I wanna force her elbow down into my gut, okay? All right, so it doesn't have anywhere to go. It's legal in all tournaments, okay? It's legal in our tournament as well, okay? So if you're 2-on-1 and they grab that shit, I need you to grab it, okay? That's gonna make them pull their hand out. Bow. Okay? So then you go back and forth, A, B, C, back to B, back to A, back to B, whatever you want, okay? But now you have 3 options from full guard. You guys are all doing really well in the Kimura hunt at the tournament. Everyone was ripping hands off, everyone was sitting up. You were locking Kimuras, and that girl was like smothering you. It was good, everyone learned. Everyone did great in that position. And we only went over it 2 classes, okay? Let's add to it, right? Hunting Kimuras, we already know how to do that. Now let's add 2-on-1. If they grab that wrist lock. If they don't grab the wrist and you get it above your jawline, even near your ear, ideal, switch buckle up.
What if they have shorter arms and you can't get it above your ear?
Wait for them to grab your wrist. Hold on, squeeze. So when you're in that position, right, in your hand, right, and I'm like this, right? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna squeeze these fingers together, right? And I'm gonna try to, see that? You want us to try to start bending this thumb backwards, okay? So you're here and you're squeezing this so they have to fucking like, ow, that hurts. So when they grab your wrist, that's the one that's squeezing, that's the one you're gonna go over, boom, boom, okay? So you just squeeze a little harder, okay? And it's a Kimura lock on that wrist lock, okay? Questions on that? What's up? Yeah. Everyone knows what you do. So we're here, right? See how high I am on this? Right? When she grabs my wrist to get that off, here, slide off, and I'm here. See how tight that is? And I'm not just forcing it down, I'm turning it. Okay? Squeezing elbows together, forcing that down into my belly. Okay, great. I'm not just forcing it, this is just like the Kimura. Remember when we work on the Kimura, we pull them in, but then we also have to push the arm up, right? It's the same thing with this. I'm pushing this elbow down into my belly, right? But I'm pulling this wrist up with my hands. So if I'm like this, I'm pulling this up, you see how I'm pulling it up, and then I'm jamming it down. So I can get the joint, get in between that bad boy and bend it. Okay? So double wrist, squeeze in the hand, squeeze, 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 squeeze. She grabs because it hurts too much. You let go, and you go right below that wrist, right? I slide down and grab, and then I grab my wrist. Okay? And you kill me. Okay? Easy peasy wrist lock here. This, you can bait as well. Crank on that, it'll pull out. Boom, boom, boom. Armbar. Cool? Ready to do 2?